Finally, DIOR Summer 2024 collection has arrived. It launched just a few days ago. I went ahead and placed my order. It's here. Look at this beautiful box. This is actually the limited edition packaging for Mother's Day, which, by the way, DIOR has some amazing sets. This video is not sponsored by DIOR. It's just that it gets me super excited. I really love the packaging. I mean, I'm a mom. I would love to receive something from DIOR, and if it comes in this packaging, even more beautiful. This color, it actually reminds me to my newest Chanel mini square bag, the pink one with the pearl. Anyhow, friends, let's go back to this DIOR Summer 2024 collection. It includes 2 eyeshadow queens, 2 new shades of the DIOR Backstage blushes, also a lavender lip oil, a couple nail polishes, a new shade on the Glow Maximixer. The shade is Nude. I went ahead and picked up the products that they were available online because, as we have seen with other brands too, sometimes the collections, they are not available like fully all at once at the time of launch. But regardless, I will be leaving the details, the link of each of the products on the description box below. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, I will highly suggest you to do so, because believe me, you don't want to miss not only any of my videos, but I also keep you informed whenever there's a new launch, a new release, a back in stock alert, etc. on my community tab. And if you're on Instagram and TikTok, why not come and follow me there? So from this collection, I got the 2 eyeshadow queens, as well as the Forever Glow Maximixer in the shade Nude. And this piece, I actually got it at Sephora, which right now Sephora is still running their spring savings event, and it's actually ending tomorrow. So if you haven't yet shopped or check out your cart, quick reminder right here, do not forget to do so, because you don't want to miss your discount. Okay, friends, let's go ahead and get it started. First, with the Forever Glow Maximixer in the shade Nude. Is this beauty right here? And I don't know why, but this is limited edition. I say that because honestly, I have already swatched it and it looks incredible. It's a luminizer, super beautiful. Let's just go ahead and swatch it here so you can take a look at it. Now, I do have the other shades too. Do you see right there how it kind of like blends a little bit more with the skin? I think if anything, it looks perhaps a little bit closer to the shade Peachy, but definitely Peachy has a little more of a peach undertone, as the name implies. Just gonna swatch it right next to it. It's a little bit more warmer in tone. You see right there? Yeah, definitely warmer in tone. I do have here the shade Pink. This one, it does have more of a cool tone, more pearly tone. You see, this one blends a little bit better with my skin tone. And then I also have the shade Rosy, which is my favorite shade. To me, this is a hybrid between a blush and a luminizer. It is stunning. This to me is just like my everything. I just keep luminizer and I just use these, and that's it, period. And by the way, if you're new here to my channel, welcome, and welcome to all of you, my beautiful friends. My name is Jacqueline, and I do film in natural light with a 4K camera. So if you see a little bit of variation on the lighting, it's because it was raining, and then right now the sun just all of a sudden shine. And I mean, I only have like 1 hour to do this video, because then we're gonna hit sunset. So I'm gonna try to rush right here, but as you can tell, I mean, like, this shade is gonna be super, super dark in terms of comparing it with the other shades. Now, I do not own the shade Gold, but Gold is deeper than Nude, and it has a little bit, not yellow, but really a gold undertone. So now let's stop the blobbing and let's apply this baby right there. And you can blend these just with your finger, or you can use a blush, or you can use your beauty sponge. See, like, that is how it's blended with just my finger. If I just want to kind of blend it a little bit more with a brush, there you have it. That's that. By the way, I will be leaving also the rest of my makeup on the description box below. I'm using a couple new products from Hourglass, the new setting powder, as well as this baby, the Love Shine lipstick in the shade, oh, it doesn't say the name right here, but again, I will be leaving it on the description box below. Anyhow, friends, here you have it. This is the shade Nude. Let's apply it a little bit on this side too. I think you're going to be able to appreciate it even a little bit better from this side. It's just the way that my window is. Yeah, I have the light from just natural sunlight coming this way. You see the transparency of this luminizer? It's so pretty, easy to blend. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Oof. I truly hope that Dior will keep this one in the line because this is just too beautiful for words. I love this one and the rosy one. If you're wondering, these two are my babies. Okay, friends, now let's go to the eyeshadow queens. The first one and the one that perhaps I'm most excited for is Pastel Glow 933. This is just me in a palette. If you know me. Oh, this is just so beautiful. Lilac-y tone. Now this one is more of like a satin finish. Then we have this shade, another satiny finish. Then we have this kind of like a very light minty pastel shade. Very beautiful and unique. Then we have this kind of like, not super antique gold, but kind of warm gold tone. I'm gonna swatch it on this side. Now these shades are very light, as you can tell. And then last we have this very interesting shade because it's kind of like a deep dusty rose gold mauve with some taupe. I don't know, like it's just very unique and super gorgeous. Just stunning. The other eyeshadow queen is called Coral Flame, and they come with the little applicators. This is also a gorgeous color story, a little bit more warm in tone with a yellow pop in there and that beautiful peachy tone. Here you have the shades. Again, very light, not, I mean, you're not gonna find a ton of pigment on these shades. They're just those to give you a very ethereal look for summertime, which I find them very helpful because I don't know about you, but myself, when, I mean, during summertime, I don't want to have a full face of makeup that is too strong. I like something that looks very ethereal, personally. That's my personal take. I also have a couple comparisons to do in a little, but let's just start applying the eyeshadows on the eyelids. Going first with Pastel Glow, I'm going to go to this shade and a Refer 27 brush, and I'm just going to apply it above the eye crease. Sonia G Worker, and I'm going to this shade. I'm going to take it on the outer third. This shade all over the eyelid. It's so beautiful. Sonia G Mini Booster, and I'm going to the deepest shade. And I'm going to take it and apply it on the outer V. Sonia G Worker, I'm going to the lilac shade. And I'm applying this shade on half of the mobile eyelid. You see, this shade is super light. Now, I'm gonna use the same shade, but I'm gonna try to apply it with my finger. That's as much as you're gonna be able to get. Now I'm gonna go again with my finger and going into this light pastel minty shade, and I'm just gonna tap it right in the center of the eyelid. Taking the middle shade, I'm gonna apply it on my inner corner. The Sonia G brush, I'm gonna go to the deepest shade and I'm gonna take it and run it on my lower lash line. I'm also going to emphasize this lilac tone a little bit more. And then I'm gonna go with the other side. You see, I'm using this applicator. And I'm just popping it. Going next with Coral Flame and a BK Beauty 202 brush. I'm gonna go first with this shade. And I'm going to take it and apply it above the crease. Sonia G Worker. And I'm taking this shade and applying it on the outer third. Sonia G Mini Booster. I'm going to the deepest shade, and I'm going to take it on the outer V. And I'm going to be using the DIOR applicator to get into this coral peachy tone. And I'm applying it on the inner third of the eyelid. I'm going to use the other side of this applicator and going with a yellow shade. See, using these applicators is like using your finger in terms that you would just get more product. And I'm just applying it right on the center of the eyelid. Refer 02 brush. And I'm going to take this shade and applying it on my inner corner. BK Beauty 204 brush. And now this shade, I'm testing it on my lower lash line. Sonia G Flat Definer and going to the deepest shade. And I'm taking this shade and applying it on the outer third of my lower lash line. Okay friends, here are my final looks with Pastel Glow and Coral Flame. Which one you like the most? And what are my thoughts about DIOR's Summer 2024 collection? But before we do so, let me show you a couple comparisons. I want to give you quick swatches between Pastel Glow and Delices by Chanel. Because immediately I recall this palette right here, which I mean, it is one of my most beloved palettes from Chanel from any spring collection. Honestly, it's gorgeous. And as you can tell, it looks like this shade is more of like a lemon drop shade. So I went ahead and swatched it right over here. So this one is Chanel. And then these two are DIOR. This is the Pastel Glow one. There are a few similarities in tones, but they are very different in terms of finishes. The one from DIOR is more of like a sheer finish that you can build up, but yet there's not a lot of pigmentation. Does it make sense? You literally have to use either your finger or, like I show you today, use the same applicator that comes in the palette to get more pigment. Now, I also wanted to do a comparison between Coral Flame and this other DIOR eyeshadow queen from another summer collection called Rivage. These two right here. They resemble a little. To me, this one perhaps is a little bit more of like a mango papaya kind of tone. So I have here Rivage at the bottom, and then here it is the new Coral Flame eyeshadow queen. So again, the shades are not the same. They are not equal. They resemble one another. They are within the family, but then again, these finishes on these new eyeshadow queens from this summer collection from DIOR, they are definitely more sheer. Now, in terms of which of the palettes I like the most, I like them both. I think I like this one because, I mean, you know, my friends, how much I love lilac tones. I also like the unexpected pop of pastel mint shade and the unique color story. While Coral Flame is something that perhaps I already have on my collection between so many eyeshadow palettes that I own that is not as unique, although I really love that pop of yellow. If anything, what I wish they could have done on these palettes is to add more of like a chief, and I'm not talking to be a duochrome kind of shade, but perhaps more of like a taupe shade for these and this shade over here. And the reason why I'm saying so is although my eyelids, they do look ethereal and they do have that sheer, very soft kind of effect, I feel that if they were to add a little bit, not necessarily shimmer, but just be kind of like a tauper, glistening, kind of wet kind of effect, these palettes would have been like, wow, like top. Would I still recommend it? Absolutely yes. I think they are really good palettes and something different for what we have seen before. A lot of like the pinky tones, a lot of the same thing year after year. I think they do have that uniqueness not only on color story but also on finishes. The same thing right here. I wish they could have done a couple different finishes on these right here just to make it kind of like, let me show you, like this one by Chanel, Delices, and then let me just show you against this other yellow one, okay? Do you see what I'm saying? Look at this. It's glistening. It just has a little something. This one is really nice, but it's sheer. It's just more subdued, and yeah, it's just, the finish is just different. Look at that minty shade. Do you see what I see? That's what I'm trying to say. It's just a little something. I don't even know where I'm going to swatch it, but there you have it. You see that this, how much reflective it is than these other ones. That is the only thing. I don't want to say negative because there's nothing negative. If I had the chance to improve the palettes, I would have done for them. But other than that, I mean, total winners. I mean, I'm so happy I have them. In terms of that Forever Glow Maximizer in Nude, I mean, look at this. Look at this. You know what? It reminds me to the finish of the Westman Atelier Super Loaded Tinted Highlighter in Peau de Pêche. That's what it reminds me of. Exactly like that it really resembles a skin that is juicy and hydrated. If you want something a little bit more unique, I will definitely go with a rosy tone. I also have tried the bronze one, but honestly, it didn't vibe with me. To me, the rosy one, Chef's Kiss, as well as this nude one. Okay, my friends, and with all of these, this makes it for this video. I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts about DIOR's Summer 2024 collection? Are you excited about it? Which pieces are you planning to pick up? I'm excited to actually try the lavender blush. I'm dying. I'm waiting for it. Same thing with the lip oil in that lavender tone. I'm like, I want to get it all. And also, I picked up the DIOR Attic Lip Shine in the lilac tone. Is gorgeous. It's coming to me, so definitely you're going to be seeing more of the new DIOR products here and more of the summer collection. So continue that conversation on the comment section down below. If you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, well, you can also find me there. If you like this video, if it serves you of any help, please give it a thumbs up, share with family and friends. And if you're not done watching my content, well, I have a couple other videos at the end of the screen that I'm sure you're gonna love. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day.